Welcome to Easy Business Automation. Today we are tackling what feels like a giant on every small business owner's to-do list, artificial intelligence.
It's so true. I mean, if you're running a business, your inbox is just flooded with ads for AI tools, right?
Yeah.
And they all promise to automate everything. And it just leads straight to what they call decision paralysis.
Right. It feels so technical, so out of reach.
Yeah, and that's the thing we're hearing from so many people.
But we've pulled together a ton of material, from guides for small teams to, reviews of different tools. And the message that comes through is really clear. AI isn't some scary piece of tech.
No, it's not.
It's really just an operational strategy. It's like hiring a tireless assistant who works 24/7 and never calls in sick.
That's a perfect way to put it. All the research points to this idea of sort of democratizing access. Small businesses that could never afford a huge sales department.
Or a whole marketing team.
Exactly. They suddenly get these enterprise-level capabilities for, what, the cost of a couple of monthly subscriptions? It really does level the playing field.
So our goal today is simple. We're giving you an anti-overwhelm roadmap. We want you to stop looking at the tools first. Instead, we're going to help you pinpoint your actual business problems and then give you one, maybe two specific places to start where you can see success right away.
Okay, but before we get to that roadmap, I think we have to talk about why this whole AI thing feels so paralyzing. Because the noises, it's real.
Oh, it's a genuine overload problem. New tools are launching, every week? And the marketing is always so over the top.
Right, the promises are huge.
You start clicking around, you open 10 tabs, and an hour later you've done nothing but search. You haven't actually helped a single customer.
And that gets to the biggest fear for owners, right? The fear of wasting precious time and money on a system that's just too complicated or doesn't even work with what you're already using.
Can you break that down a bit? Like, what's the actual risk if I'm an owner and I see 3 cool tools and I want to try them all at once?
The biggest risk is creating what the sources call disconnected data silos.
Okay, so what does that actually mean?
Well, imagine you have one tool for your website leads, another one scheduling your appointments, and a third doing your bookkeeping. If those 3 systems can't talk to each other automatically.
You're creating new manual work for yourself.
Exactly. You end up having to copy and paste data from one place to another. You've solved one problem, but you've just created a new admin headache. That's why everyone stresses this so much. You have to start small.
So the goal isn't to automate your entire business overnight. It's more about surgically targeting one core problem first.
Precisely. We are not replacing people. We're replacing the repetitive, the boring, low-value tasks.
The stuff nobody wants to do anyway.
Right. This frees up your team for the work that actually needs a human brain creative stuff, strategy, building relationships with customers.
And we're seeing real data that this approach works. The numbers coming back from small businesses are pretty fascinating.
They're amazing. Businesses are reporting an average of 6.2 hours saved per employee per week.
6.2 hours.
Just on administrative tasks.
That's almost a full workday back. Every single week for every person on your team. For a small business where everyone is already wearing 10 hats, that's a game changer. That's less burnout.
It means the owner can finally get out of sorting receipts and actually spend time thinking about how to grow the business.
Okay, so with that in mind, let's get into the simple framework. This is the core rule, and it's so important. Do not start by browsing for tools.
Please don't. Start by looking at your own business. What is your biggest, most annoying time drain right now?
Yeah, just take a minute and list 2 or 3 things. The daily repetitive tasks that just eat up hours. Are you answering the same 5 questions over and over? Is scheduling appointments a nightmare of back and forth emails?
Those pain points, that's your starting line. That's your use case. Let's walk through a few real-world scenarios.
Okay, scenario 1. The pain point is slow response to leads from your website or just missed calls after hours. This is huge for any local service business, right?
Yeah.
A plumber, a real estate agent.
For sure. So the use case here is an AI chatbot or an autoresponder. The tool can handle those common questions 24/7, instantly. It makes sure that potential customer gets an answer, even if you're on a job or asleep.
We saw a great example of this. A local restaurant set up a simple chat bot to answer questions about their hours, their menu, catering, basic stuff.
And what happened?
It handled 65% of all their inquiries automatically. It saved the owner and the manager a combined 7 hours a week.
7 hours, just from not having to pick up the phone to say, we close at 10.
Exactly. And it freed them up to handle the really important calls, the big catering orders or a customer with a specific problem.
Okay, so scenario 2. The pain point is no-shows for appointments. Or just slow follow-up with potential clients, so opportunities just kind of fall through the cracks.
This happens all the time with professional services.
It does. So here, the use case is automated follow-up. An AI tool can score your leads to see who's really interested and who's just browsing.
Oh, I love that. So it tells your team, hey, focus on this person who just requested a demo, not the person who downloaded a free guide 3 weeks ago.
Precisely. There was this B2B software company. They implemented AI lead scoring and saw their sales team's conversion rate jump by 45%. It's not magic, it's just the AI helping the humans prioritize their time.
Okay, and the last one, scenario 3, the universal problem, creating content. Social media posts, emails, blog articles, it takes so much time.
And this is maybe the easiest place to start. The use case is using AI to write the first draft. We saw this example of a consultant. Writing a client's blog post used to take her 4 hours, that blank page problem.
We've all been there.
Yeah, so she started using an AI writing assistant. And that 4-hour task went down to just 45 minutes.
And let's be clear, the human is still essential there.
Yeah.
She was still editing, adding her expertise, checking the facts.
Of course. But the AI did the heavy lifting. It built the structure. It got the first 800 words on the page. That's the superpower here, turning 4 hours of torture into 45 minutes of productive editing.
Okay, so once you have your problem identified, let's talk about the actual tools. We can group them into a few core categories.
Yeah, let's start with Category A, communication and follow-up tools. These are all about managing customer relationships and making sure no one slips through the cracks.
So things like, NUACOM? I saw that mentioned.
Right. A platform like NUACOM is a great example. It's more than just a phone system. Its AI can do automatic call transcription, which is cool. But the real feature is that it tracks emotion and sentiment during the call.
Wait, sentiment tracking?
Oh.
Why would a small business owner need that? They know all their customers.
Because it's a warning system. The AI can flag a call where a customer sounded frustrated or unhappy, even if your team member missed it. So you, as the manager, can step in and fix the problem before that person leaves a bad review or goes to a competitor.
I see. So it's about catching problems before they blow up.
Exactly. And for written stuff, a tool like Grammarly is a no-brainer. It goes way beyond spell check. It helps with tone and clarity. And for sales, a tool like reply.io can automate your email follow-ups.
Okay, moving on. Category B, appointment and scheduling tools.
Yeah.
These are purely about winning back time.
Yeah, just eliminating that horrible email chain of what time works for you.
Yeah.
We saw reclaim.ai mentioned. It's pretty smart. It syncs your calendars and automatically blocks out time for you to do focused work. It's like a bodyguard for your schedule.
I think everyone needs one of those. Okay, Category C, marketing and content tools. These are for growth.
Right. And again, it's about scaling your efforts without hiring more people. A tool like Jasper is really popular because it can learn your brand-specific voice and maintain it everywhere.
That consistency is so important for a small brand.
It is. But if budget is your main concern, there are also tools like Writer. They have plans that start at like $9 a month.
Right.
So if you just want to dip your toe in the water, that's a really smart way to start.
And for visuals, everyone knows Canva. But their AI tools like Magic Resize are amazing. You make one design and it automatically reformats it for Instagram, Facebook, a presentation, whatever you need.
It saves so much time. And finally, Category D, admin and back office tools. This is the pure efficiency category.
The unglamorous but essential stuff.
Exactly. Things like QuickBooks with its Intuit Assist feature, it automates expense tracking, invoicing, it can even spot weird patterns in your accounts before they become a big problem.
And for meetings, Otter.ai is incredible. It transcribes your calls in real time and then creates an automated summary with action items. No more typing up notes.
Yeah, that's a huge time saver.
Right.
And then you have Zapier, which is sort of the glue that connects everything. It lets you link thousands of different apps together. And their new AI feature lets you just describe what you want in plain English, and it builds the automation for you.
Okay, that's a lot of tools,
Yeah.
which brings us right back to that feeling of overwhelm. So how do you actually choose one and test it without getting lost again?
You need a few simple rules. Rule number 1, and this is the most important, start with. 1, pick one problem and one tool to solve it. That's it. Resist the temptation to do everything at once.
Rule number 2.
Ease of use is king. If a tool's website looks complicated, if the demo is confusing, just walk away. Modern tools should take hours to set up, not weeks.
And Rule 3, prioritize integration. Make sure the new tool plays nicely with the software you already depend on, your calendar, your email, your CRM.
Right. You don't want to create those data islands we talked about. So once you pick that one tool, you run a 30-day experiment.
And the key here is to set a small, measurable goal before you even start. Don't just say, I want to save time.
No, be specific. Say, I want this tool to cut our no-show appointments by 20% this month. Or, I want to spend 5 fewer hours a week writing marketing emails.
And during those 30 days, you track a few simple things.
Just 3. 1, how much time did we actually save? 2, is the value we got worth more than what we paid for the subscription? And 3, does the team actually like using it?
That ROI calculation is what makes the decision so easy at the end.
It really is. I mean, if a tool costs you $50 a month, but it saves you 10 minutes on 100 customer emails, well, that's 1,000 minutes. That's almost 17 hours of your time back.
So if your time is worth, say, $50 an hour, that tool just gave you $833 in value for a $50 cost.
It's a no-brainer. You keep that tool, and if it doesn't work, you cancel. The experiment only cost you 30 days and a few dollars. It removes all the fear of choosing wrong.
Okay, so let's wrap this up with a final concrete action plan. A 30-day checklist to go from feeling overwhelmed to feeling in control.
Step 1. List your top 3 most annoying, repetitive tasks. The things that just drain your energy.
Step 2. Pick one of those tasks to automate first. The one that will give you the fastest, easiest win.
Step 3. Choose one simple tool for that task. Look for a free trial or a cheap starting plan. You're just testing.
Step 4. Talk to your team. Get them involved. Pick one person to be the tool champion who can lead the setup.
And finally, step 5. After 30 days, review the results. Look at your metrics. Use that ROI to decide if you keep it, and then you'll have the confidence to pick your next automation.
I think the big idea here, the final thought, is that AI isn't some luxury anymore. It's a competitive necessity.
It really is. The businesses that are going to win are the ones that use AI not to replace their people, but to amplify them. It lets a small team punch way above its weight, start small, get a measurable win, and let that recovered time fuel your growth.